What's going on, guys? What's going on? Happy Saturday. Back at you guys with another presentation. Um, in this presentation, guys, we're going to talk about we're just going to talk about making it, guys. We're going to talk about how realizing that you all you got. Let's talk about making it in life, guys. You know, at the end of the day, you all you got in this world. You know, I used to hear people say that you all you got. It's true. You are all you got in this world. I mean, once you're an adult, you see how real life is. And I see why my father always stressed about when you become an adult. I mean, at the end of the day, you all you got. You don't have nobody else. Some people have a significant other. Some people have a supportive family. But you got some people, they don't have no relatives. Some people don't have nobody. Some people don't have any associates, any friends. Some people are all alone in life. And one of the darkest roads to travel is realizing that you're all alone and realizing that you don't have no help. But you know what? When you see that you all alone and you see that you don't have no help, you don't have no associates, you don't have no friends, you don't have no supportive relatives. When you see that you all alone and you start realizing that you really are all you got, it motivates you even more in life. You know, it motivates you even more to get your together. When you see that you all you got, I see that I'm all I got now. You know, because once you're an adult, you see who's on your side or who's not on your side. And I know the people who don't have a supportive family, the people who don't have any friends, I know you guys can resonate with what I'm saying more than anything. I know you guys can resonate with what I'm saying. When you see that you're all alone in life, you don't have no one to depend on, you don't have no one to lean on. Some guys are blessed to where they have a significant other. But when you see that you all alone, it's going to motivate you to get you together. And when you're an adult, you see how real it is. You know, a lot of times when you're a kid, people don't show you their true colors. But when you're an adult, people show you how they truly feel. They really show you how they truly feel about you. It's not a game, guys. One thing that a lot of guys, you know, I feel like I would say one thing that a lot of people who don't have friends or a supportive family need to understand is that you are all you got. You don't have no one to lean on. And I know the people who are all alone can really understand what I'm saying in this presentation. You know, it's rough out here. You got some people, they don't even have their parents. Some people are completely all alone. They don't have no one to confide in. They don't have no one to talk to. One thing my father has told me that in life, even as a grown man, you need a mentor. That's one thing you need in life. You need a mentor because you don't always have all the answers to everything. So you need, you know, you need someone that you can talk to and get things off your chest with. I see more than ever that I know I'm all I got. you know. And how many of you guys realize that you all you got? You don't have no friends, you don't have no relatives. You really are all you got. It's not a game. Um, you know, it's rough when you all alone in life. When you find yourself all alone in life, it's gonna motivate you to really elevate your life. It's gonna motivate you because you see how real it is, you know? And I just had to come to terms with and understand in life is that people are in their own zone. That's what I had to learn about human beings, people. People are in their own zone. They live in their own life. They doing their own thing. And they're not concerned about nobody else. That's what I had to learn in life. People are all in their own world, even relatives. They all in their own world. And they're not concerned about no one else but themselves. That's why my father always told me Brandon needs to be concerned about Brandon. Because other people, they concerned about themselves. And that's why I'm just gonna be, that's why I'm concerned about me. But it's a very devastating reality when you finally realize that you all you got. You don't have nobody else. You don't have nobody else to confide in. You don't have no one else to lean on. You know, you all alone in this world. And it can really break your spirit as well and bring you down emotionally when you see that you're all alone in life and you don't have no one to confide in. It's not a game. It's real. And I see how real life is. But I feel when you find yourself all alone in life, it's a great reality check. And it just go to show you how the world really operates. The world is a self-centered place. The world is a self-centered place. And the only time people want to interact with you or deal with you is when they see they can benefit from you. That's the only time they really want to be bothered with your behind. But if people see that they can't benefit from you, they can't gain nothing from you, you know, they really don't want nothing to do with you. You know, if you have something to offer, if people see that they can gain something from being around you, then you'll find people wanting to deal with you. Then you'll find people wanting to have relations with you. But when things in your life are not put together and you're not in the best position, you're going to find yourself all alone. But even when you put the whole puzzle together and people want to finally have relations with you, be mindful. But I just feel like it's a real wake-up call, you know. It's a real wake-up call and it's a real reality check, you know. When you see that in life, you're all alone and you don't have nobody. You know, it's a real rude awakening. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to what I'm saying in this presentation. I'm sure a lot of you guys understand where I'm coming from with this one. It's just a devastating reality, you know, when you find yourself all alone in life, no one to confide in, it's just you. And you trying to figure this thing called life out, trying to get you together. It's devastating. It's not a game. That's why I say being an adult, that's why I wish I was a kid again. I miss my childhood because being an adult is a real rude awakening. It is, guys. Because You see how people really are. You see how things really operate in this world. And you see, if you don't have certain things in place, how it's a matter of life and death. That's how crucial life is when you're an adult. You see that if you don't have certain things in order, I mean, you know, if you don't have certain things in order, you know, you can find yourself really effed up, you know. But that's a tough pill to swallow, realizing that you all you got. If you realize that you all you got, leave your comments on this presentation. Thanks for all the support. Make sure you comment, rate, subscribe. See you guys in the next presentation. Have a good evening and happy Saturday.